What is more input? More input, right? Why didn't they hire an Indian actor? Look it up. But he's the narrator of David Beckham's new docuseries dictating, oh, when I was a big soccer player coming up and I was dating a Spice Girl and we were sneaking around, all you weird, overweight, 50 up and above older women that are striving to be the next Peg Bundys. You're going to love that crap. Dr. Melina Jampolis shares some recipes for various fall foods. Well, isn't that great? Maple syrup, pumpkin, squash, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, all those fall flavors. Blech, that's it. Just add cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice to everything, and syrup. That's it. To put syrup on all your meats. Make a steak, brush some syrup on it. Put some cinnamon, salt, and pepper on your steak, and brush it with syrup, and it's a fall thing. And everything is squash and pumpkin and zucchini. Whoopity doo dah. Probably pumpkin seeds, crunchy, and your guacamole, all that crap. All right, season 2, episode 33. I'm Dr. Phil DeBlanc. I just got my doctorates from the University of Go F Yourself. That is right by American Samoa, off in the island of Tantonga. Graduated in 4 days with an online course. Information's in the bio. Just don't click the OnlyFans because that's a different type of degree. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoy. Make sure to like and dislike, comment, and be involved. Make sure to smash that subscribe button, and let's join the community. Let's create an industry. Legends are made in Phil DeBlanc's telecast. I hope Kelly comes out with her hair dyed blonde.
It's live with Kelly and Mark.
Blow me. Not you, Deja. I'm talking to myself in the mirror. This is all just a stand-up audition role for SNL.
Beckham, Fisher Stevens, plus television star and now Broadway star Casey Cott. Also, 'tis the season for nutritious and delicious fall food. All that online. And now here are Kelly Ribbon and Mark Guzman.
Hey! You know what it is? I smell Brussels sprouts. I think we're gonna be making some nice autumnal food.
Yeah, we're talking about autumnal foods.
Yeah.
You know, I like the summer produce.
I know, but we're gonna learn why it's important to eat foods that are in season. We're gonna learn about why it's important. I'm with you. When I'm at a restaurant and they say we're gonna eat a nice autumn salad, I'm like,
oh, not an autumn salad.
but we're gonna learn something new today. Hey, when I say the term out of pocket, what does that mean to you?
You have your penis out of your
you're
zipper.
unavailable to speak to me.
That means I'm poor.
Good for you. There are a few
Good for
meanings
you,
for
you
out of
stupid
pocket.
little girl.
If you are older than us, out of pocket means that
You're paying for it
yourself. If you're way younger than us,
What
out
do
of
you-
pocket means that you're
A dumbass.
acting chaotic, out of line. Like I think I heard Lola say, "Your man's is out of pocket."
To you?
She was talking to one of her She was talking to one of her girlfriends.
Your man's is
Out of pocket, yes. Meaning her
Okay.
boyfriend was acting chaotically.
I
Your
told
man's-
you she speaks in code in front of us, and I never know what she's
Yes.
Your
talking
man's is
about.
out of pocket.
That is all kids now.
Yeah, Gen
Okay.
Zers. Gen
These
Zers.
days.
Your man's is out
Gen
of pocket.
Zers means
Your
that
man's
someone's acting
is out of
chaotically or inappropriately. I find out of pocket, I'll say, like, listen, I'm going to be out of pocket for a few hours. I won't be reachable.
Right, that's how I know the phrase, because you're constantly telling
Yeah.
me you're out
I'll
of
be
pocket.
watching football.
Even as I'm sitting next
Why
to
not
you.
just say I'm going to be busy?
I'll
Why
be
do you have to
watching
say
football
that?
for
That's
the
so
next 17
confusing.
hours. I'll be out of
I'm going to be
pocket.
out of the office would make more sense if you're going to use a stupid ass
So, you know
metaphor.
how you keep talking about the trivia game that we're playing?
Which one?
The
Stump Mark, you
Stump
dumb
Mark.
butt.
That's true.
Stump,
Yeah.
yes.
America.
You mean
It's America's trivia game.
America's trivia game.
And somebody from I forgot where they're from, but I'll remember during commercial break told me, Mark, you're teaching people how to lose.
By the way, is the lady from PEI still here?
No, they had to go to a meeting. Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
Well, she dropped off these chocolate covered potato chips that are like a delicacy in PEI. I think they
We
call
had some
them
of those.
cow chips. And Lola's backstage, and she walked in and immediately said, "Are those the PEI potato chips with the chocolate?"
Oh my God.
Immediately.
Do you remember them?
She was 8 years old the last time she was in PEI, but their chocolate covered potato chips are so extraordinary that she spotted them, saw them, and dipped into them, even with the Brussels sprout smell. You know, she walked in and she was like, "What's that smell? Are those the PEI potato chips?" So, you know, we got a lot going on backstage. Anyway, back to the Stump Mark trivia game.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You keep saying that you should just
Flip a coin. Yeah.
Because it's 50-50.
50-50.
50-50. Not necessarily, says scientists.
Oh.
I'd like to know what scientists are spending their days flipping coins.
I'd say that
Okay.
the person
So
telling the
it's
story is at a
little bit more
63.
than 50-50.
I bet
it's
it's
a little bit more like a
50.
51-49.
Oh, I was going to say a
Heads or
53.
tails?
Heads.
Heads.
I was going to say it's
Because the weight of
53%.
the coin?
No, they say that most people sort of like naturally put the coin
On heads.
on heads. And when you, okay? Try it again. I don't know where it went. It went into the heavens. Okay, we are both bad at this. Okay.
Tails.
Right, tails. Okay.
You guys are outliers.
Fucking doctors don't know shit.
Tails. They say you should always go for heads.
They say like don't necessarily if you're going to flip the coin, just randomly place the coin. Don't look at it.
There you
I
go.
don't even flip it.
Tails.
All right, well, that's good information. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly.
I The IOC, the Olympic Committee, is approving flag football.
Kelly Ripa, ladies and gentlemen. Kelly Ripa with her coin flip segment. Kelly Ripa doing that's all of her work for today, earning her $50,000. Kelly Ripa, everyone, earning her $50,000 today, talking about coin flipping and messing that up. That's it today. Thank you very much, Kelly Ripa, everyone. Honestly earning her $50,000 a day by messing up a coin flipping segment. Oh my God, are those the IED potato chips? You know what Lola's doing backstage? She's talking to like studio heads and people that work for the company as a favor to mommy and daddy. And mommy and daddy have called people to help their daughter because their daughter wants to be a famous musician and she can't do it on her own because she's not that talented. So now ABC is talking to her about getting a team together to make her a pop star. So now since people aren't responding to her music right away, now we're going to start coming up with strategies to put her in the people's eye, to put her in America's eye. We're going to flash her on ABC and we're going to make appearances and you're going to be on this daytime show and this afternoon show and you're going to be all over ABC for the next 6 months and we're going to promote. And that's what she's doing backstage, is talking with studio heads and assembling a team of PR people to come up with a strategy for her. I mean, all I heard is one song. I'm sure she might have others. Who knows? I don't really follow her. But the one song seemed very like high school music class project. Shut the fuck up.
Tails.
Oh my gosh. I bet you in the game too, in the Stump Mark game, the people that are asking the questions actually have probably more of a 57% chance because they have more control. You know, almost like a pitcher pitching against a hitter. It's not 50-50. The pitcher knows what's coming. It is on offense. That gives them an instant advantage. The batter has to adjust on the fly. That puts him at a little disadvantage. Just me doing more work in 10 seconds than Kelly's done in the last 3 seconds flipping coins. Just me doing more work in 10 seconds than Kelly did in 2 minutes flipping coins. Earning my honest $0.
Than 50-50. It's a little bit more like
Kelly just made $2,700 every time she flipped each coin for every coin flip.
Because the weight of the coin?
She just made $2,700 for each coin flip she just did. And I don't like I hate it when people put it in the comments section. Do you flip the coin, catch it, and then put it on the hand? Or do you just catch it? Because I don't even catch it. I think people either flip it, catch it, and then go like that. I like to just flip it and let it fall on the ground. I don't even like the whole flipping, because what happens is if you want it to be heads, you could catch it, and if it's heads, be like, it's heads. And then if it's tails, you could go like that and say it's heads. So you could guarantee it's going to be heads. So you flip it, and real quick, you got to be quick. You can't sit there and stare at it and then go like that. But if you tell people it's going to be heads and you flip it and you see a tails right away, then you go like that and you say it's heads. But if you catch it, it's heads, you could be like, it's heads. See? Little con artist action there. All you 3-card Monty losers giving your money away to weirdos.
You keep
Stay out of the Lower West Side, would you?
You should just
Flip a coin. Yeah.
Because it's 50-50.
50-50.
50-50. Not necessarily, says scientists.
Oh.
I'd like to know what scientists are spending their days flipping coins. Okay? So it's a little bit more than 50-50. It's a little bit more like a 51-49.
Oh, heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads. Because the weight of the coin?
No, they say that most people sort of like naturally put the coin
On heads.
And when you okay? Try it again. I don't know where it went. It went into the heavens. Okay, we are both bad at this. Okay. Tails. Okay.
You guys are outliers. They did it thousands of times.
Tails. All right, so it's saying you should always go for heads.
They say like don't necessarily if you're going to flip the coin, just randomly place the coin. Don't look at it.
There you go.
But tails never fails.
Tails. Okay.
All right, well that's good information. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly.
He just called you a stupid, dumbass waste of time in front of the world.
The Olympic Committee is approving flag football for the 2028 Olympics. Tyreek Hill, he's considered the fastest football player ever right now. He's in the league. He plays for the Miami Dolphins. He's interested. They call him the cheetah.
Faster than you?
Oh, yeah. He's one of the fastest humans there is.
No, he's not.
I was in my day.
No, he's not.
Fast.
Maybe one of the fastest
yeah,
football
they're
players
saying
in the history.
Also, other
But
sports trying to
the
make
fastest
the cut
humans
on
run
lacrosse,
track, you dumb fuck.
squash.
They run the
They're
50
also thinking about
meters. The
cricket. Now,
250
here's the problem with
meters.
cricket.
It takes years.
It takes years.
Years
It takes too long. I was in Australia for 6 months shooting a movie. I watched India and Pakistan play.
Gee, why is it not a surprise that I've never heard of this movie? Probably because it's a fucking piece of shit. It's a fucking straight to my ball sack movie.
I was in my day.
Tyreek Hill, all the fastest people in the world run track, and they run the 50-meter sprint. They're fast. They don't play
call him the
Faster
cheetah.
than you?
Oh yeah, he's one of the fastest humans there is.
There
He's pretty fast.
is ever. That's wrong. Super fucking duper wrong.
For the Miami Dolphins, he's interested. They call him the cheetah.
Faster than you?
Oh yeah, he's one of the fastest humans there is.
You're pretty fast.
I was in my day. I was pretty fast. But yeah, they're saying that also other sports trying to make the cut are lacrosse, squash. They're also thinking about cricket. Now here's the problem with cricket.
It takes years.
It takes years.
Years to
It takes
play
too
a
long.
game of cricket.
I was in Australia for 6 months shooting a movie. I watched India and Pakistan play a cricket match all 6 months. That match was on. It was still on for 6 months.
It is true. We occasionally follow cricket, and you can leave for days and come back, and cricket is the same match is still being played. And you think, do they go home? I don't understand. I don't really understand the game. It looks like baseball minus the bases, and I feel like some of the sports in the Olympics don't get the proper attention they need. And maybe I'm saying this as the mother of a wrestler. I feel like you can never find the wrestling match. And wrestling was the original sport of the Olympics, which gets no respect.
And it was in danger of losing their spot in the Olympics about when you're the president of the IOC.
And when I'm the president of the IOC.
Yes. And as your vice president, I'm going to say Thanksgiving lunch Thanksgiving lunch. So you don't have to wait so long to eat. You can eat one big meal and be done, and you can go pick on later.
Yeah, but first of all, you can eat Thanksgiving dinner whenever you can eat the Thanksgiving meal whenever you want. Don't call it lunch because now you're putting people in a box and you're forcing them to eat at like noon or something. Just call it Thanksgiving meal, make it official, and who cares what you call it? People will eat whenever they want. And if you make people eat at lunch and you called it, what about all the football fans in Detroit and in Dallas? Are you telling me that if they choose to go to the football game, when they come home from the football game and it's like 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, they can't eat because dinner time, because the Thanksgiving lunchtime is passed? Now they got to eat like, stale chips and cookies and, just drink all day without any food in their stomach? Can't have any turkey. National Turkey Service ended at 4:45. What the hell is that? She thinks about wrestling. You know what needs attention? You could find wrestling. You could easily find wrestling. There's like NBC, MSNBC, CNBC. You could find the wrestling. You're just not looking hard. With the internet and with like 5 different stations that the Olympics are on, you could find NBC and you could DVR it if it's overnight. So slow your roll there, Miss fucking advocate for wrestling. You're just not, you're lazy. Tatapago. Paga. Remember back in 92 when they had where they had the red, white, and blue, they had to the NBC, they had to what's it called? They had to you get to choose what you're watching. They had the red channel, the white channel, and the blue channel, right? And so they had the main coverage on NBC, but then they had 3 cable channels, and the red one would all be focused on like weightlifting and stuff like that. The white channel would be it'd be indoor stuff, gymnastics, weightlifting, wrestling would be the red channel. White channel would be outdoor stuff like track and field, the long jump, high jump, the decathlon, all that stuff. And then the blue channel would be like sports, what they called popular sports. It would be basketball, softball, maybe baseball, soccer, stuff like that. And then, and swimming. Swimming would probably be indoor. So one was track and field. One was like swimming and diving, aquatics and indoor stuff. And then they had the popular channel. That was back when Dan and Dave, they had a contract with Reebok. Who's going to win? Who's going to represent USA and win the decathlete? It's going to be Dan and Dave. And they had all these commercials of them going against each other, like Michael Jordan versus Larry Bird in a game of horse. And the one dude, Dan O'Brien, didn't even make the Olympic team. He didn't even make the Olympics. He failed the trials. And that whole campaign that they did was such a waste of money because the one guy didn't even make the team, and the guy that did make the team finished in 7th. And they spent hundreds of millions of dollars over the course of a whole year with Reebok. Reebok did telling us that these are the top 2 athletes in the world, and you got to tune into the Olympics to watch them suck. I mean, they lost more money. That was worse than Simone Biles failing at the Olympics and falling on her ass, hitting her head, and just quitting in front of hundreds of millions of children. Say, Simone, yeah, you're my favorite. Oh my God, is that blood? Mommy, why isn't she getting up? I mean, Capital Bank, all the cars, all the soda pops, everything. They lost so much money. We're talking billions of dollars predicting, watch her win the next gold medal, and she's a member of Capital One Bank. What's in your wallet? I'll tell you what it is. A certificate for Biggest Loser. Oh, I couldn't see straight. I've been doing gymnastics forever. And all of a sudden, I got yeah. You choked, and you were so wrapped up in what your team was telling you to be, being perfect. You were so wrapped up with having to be perfect that you couldn't just look and say, "Look, I messed up." You think like who's Albert Pujols or like Aaron Judge? What about Shohei Ohtani? You think Shohei Ohtani, goes 0 for 4 and strikes out 4 times and says, "Well, the sun was in my eyes and it's my mental health. My mental health is in the way, and I wasn't able to hit a home run today. I struck out 4 times because of my mental health. So I'm going to sit out for the next week and see a therapist because after that I'll be able to just hit 3 home runs in a game." Look, you choked on the national stage. It's unfortunate, but don't start lying and saying that it was this and that. Sure, look, we all have mental health. It's called being sad and depressed. Welcome to being a human. All right. All of a sudden, for some reason, that time, it was all the pressure that was put on you and your greed for money, and your 85 employees of your PR team and your marketing team and your agents, your multiple agents, all forcing you to just go into the deep end of the fiery pool because they need their 2%. And they didn't care about what you felt. And then you failed and you didn't blame them because you need them like they need you. All the banks, all the credit cards, Ford, Coca-Cola. Oh my gosh. All the money they lost. America's golden girl. I'm going to do a somersault. Oh my God. It's because my daddy screamed at me when I was 6. Yeah. We get it. It's okay to get an F. You'll still get into Harvard. Don't worry. Chill out, Jesse Spano. Put the caffeine pills down. Here, enjoy your show.
When you're the president of the IOC.
When I'm the president of the IOC.
Yes. And as your vice president.
Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for notifications.
Thanksgiving lunch.
How about eat whatever you want, whenever you want on Thanksgiving?
One big meal and be done, and you can go pick on later on.
You know what I do? Here's my Thanksgiving, all right? I'm going to show up to your house in pajamas. Pajama pants, a nice comfortable hoodie, a big pair of earmuffs, and I'm going to sit on your chair, and I'm going to watch football, and I'm going to drink whiskey, and I'm going to eat your charcuterie board. I'm going to eat your cheese and crackers, your crudité, while you make a meal, and I'm going to smoke, drink, eat wheat thins and goldfish crackers, your nice little cold cubes of Colby cheese that were on special in the plastic container at the Smithfield's local luxury deli right next to the Rabbit in the butcher shop. And I'm going to watch football, and then I'm going to eat whenever I want to. If you serve Thanksgiving lunch, dinner, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I'm going to watch football. I'm going to eat macaroni and cheese with a little bit of ham cut up. And then I'm going to make a plate of nothing but turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing. And then I'm going to get a Tupperware container and I'm going to fill it with gravy. I'm not going to touch the turkey, but I'm going to leave it on the plate. But I have to put it on the plate so I can claim it. So once I touch it, I could then say, oh, it's mine and no one else is going to eat it. If I don't have it and save it for later, then all of a sudden people will then, when dinner's done, they're going to take it and want to take it for leftovers. Say, I'll take it home. But if I have my plate, I could say, you know what? I'm full. Can you put this to go? Or like my family, they'll just put it on a styrofoam plate and wrap like really cheap foil on it from like the dollar store, like dollar store foil. You guys know what dollar store foil is. And then I will take all of my meat, my turkey, my stuffing, my mashed potatoes, and my gravy, and I will eat that over the entire weekend and not cook a damn thing. And all I will do is drink your whiskey, drink your wine, and I will watch football in my pajamas while everyone else is looking nice. And I'm just going to eat macaroni, cheese, and crackers, and I will eat all the turkey later. Now, if I don't make a plate, there's a chance when it comes to the end, they're going to give you like a little bit. Oh, I made you a little to-go plate. And it's got like enough food to like last you Saturday morning. Here's a little this, little that. But if it's time for service and I sit there and I put a whole plate of food and then I sit there and I take a bite and I like cough on it even, then I could say, oh, I'm full. Now I got this whole plate. That's the strategy. As Mario Lopez would say, hey, that's the move. That's the move. Put your food on the plate at the beginning because sometimes if you wait to the end, it might all be gone. And then whatever's left over, now you have someone that ate like 2 pounds of food. They're going to get a little portion to take home, and you're going to get a little portion to take home. But you didn't eat 4 pounds of food. You only ate 1 pound of food, right? So I make sure I make a big plate, and I stack it up, and then I say, oh, I'm going to eat this later. like at like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock when we're all playing dominoes, right? Or Monopoly. Hey, let's play Pictionary with our cousins from like Texas that we never see. I'm going to shut up. This fucking alert, I swear to God. So you make sure you make a big plate, say you'll eat it later, and then at the end you start getting a little tipsy, ask for a to-go, and that'll be your to-go. And now you got a lot of food to take home for the week. And when everyone gets a small portion, you have that huge plate, and you'll still get a small portion at the end. Same thing with the pie. Don't say, no, I'll just take my pie to go. They'll be like, no, you're not taking the pie to go. Do you want pie or not? Yes. Get it on a plate, and then take a bite and be like, this is good. I'm full. And then you say, can I wrap it up? Because now no one's going to eat it because you coughed on it and you ate it. But they're not going to throw it away because they don't want to waste food. Guess what? Wrap it in the food. And you wrap it in foil. But if you're rich, you get free Tupperware because you lie to your aunts or uncles and you say, you know what? I'm going to bring this back. And you never do. By the time next Thanksgiving comes, they're all coked out of their mind. They don't remember what the hell happened 363 days ago. And then I'm going to spend the night, wake up, and you're going to pay for me to take an Uber home. And I'm going to sit there in the Uber. Or I'll take like a train, like an Amtrak across the country with like a whole suitcase. To be like, what's in the suitcase? I'm going to be like turkey, gravy, and pumpkin pie. That's what I'm going to do. That's my Thanksgiving. If you like it, smash that like button and subscribe. Oh, look. Did someone put a heart here? Oh, isn't that sweet? Oh, did I do that? Oh, I heart myself. All right, go back to the show. Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure to be part of my community by smashing the like button and subscribing for notifications. And tell your friends to hook me up with a girlfriend.
Thanksgiving lunch.
Wrong.
Who wouldn't want this face?
I knew you were going to say that.
Thanksgiving is dinner, which is why it's called Thanksgiving dinner.
But eat dinner at noon if you want.
Dinner needs to happen mandatorily at dinner time.
Yeah, but what's dinner time?
I am sick and tired of people pressuring me to get the bird done by 2 so that they can have dinner at 2:30 so that they can be hungry again at 8 p.m.
No.
And then it's second dinner.
No, they want to have early dinner so they can get drunk at night.
It's done.
Oh, is that how you see it work out?
Yeah.
You just go back and pick?
Yeah.
Is that how you actually see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, then this year I'm going to let that unfold.
All right.
I'm going to let
Stay tuned.
Yes.
Good. Yeah, wait. Stay tuned.
I
really
you know what
want to
I'm
get
gonna
to
do?
this, but maybe we'll get to this tomorrow. Yeah, this is good.
I'm going to film it. I'm going to film Mark making Thanksgiving
Whoa.
dinner. No.
Making?
No.
Making a plate.
Second dinner.
I can do that.
Happen for yourself.
I can do that.
No, he can't. But I'll prove to you that he will be completely lost unless a second meal happens
You'll help me.
No, you're gonna make
As your vice president. I'm so excited about this show today. I couldn't be more excited.
Fisher Stevens.
Oh my God, Fisher Stevens, no. You mean the guy from Short Circuit? Johnny number 5.
Take us inside the Beckhams, David and Victoria.
If you haven't watched this documentary yet on Netflix,
so good.
It's fantastic.
And again,
really fantastic.
I'm not the biggest footballer. I'm learning. I've learned a lot.
But you're a Victoria Beckham fan.
But I'm a Victoria Beckham fan.
Yes.
And hence, therefore, I am a David Beckham fan.
There's not.
And hence, now I'm like an
Now
English
you're like Taylor Swift.
Premier League football fan.
Yeah.
You should be an Italian football fan
Informative,
considering you
it gets
own
to
an
get
Italian
a
football
really
team.
Good, honest look inside.
Anytime
that-
Mark says
that
fantastic, he is
family and just
straight
how
lying to your
extraordinary
face.
Yeah.
His career was and how extraordinary the family was.
Yeah,
Is. Also, I got to tell you, one of my dear friends is here. He's on the Broadway show Moulin Rouge. We're going to welcome Casey Cott. My new dad. Saw the baby backstage.
The baby is backstage.
Cash is backstage. Nicola, the beautiful wife, is backstage.
The whole family's
The whole
here.
family. What a full circle moment.
And we're going to take a look at the best fall produce. No, I'm not going to change. Every year when we bring out the squashes, and I go, I know it's the spaghetti squash. And we go, oh, it's just like pasta. And I go, it's not. But we're going to find out why you should be adding them to your grocery list because
I may use this today for this.
You're gonna use it?
I may use it if I'm stumped.
Wow.
If I'm stumped, I'm gonna use this.
All right, are you ready? It's time to play.
Hey, let's see.
Mark is now calling it America's Game.
It is America's
Which
Game.
I'm pretty sure is Wheel of Fortune. I think they have that
Nope.
one. No?
Nope.
This could be America's
This is America's morning game. All right, let's say hello to Leanne Parent from Rochester, New Hampshire, who watches the show on WMUR. Good morning, Leanne. How are you?
Hey, good morning.
All right, you know how this game is played. You've given us two statements. One is true, one is false. I have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth. If you stump me, you will win this. You feeling lucky, Leanne?
I kind of do feel a little lucky today, and I'm really hoping you don't have to flip that coin because I don't think I've ever won a coin toss. So.
All right, good to know. All right, your first statement is my four best friends are named Debbie, or I have recently become a bird watcher enthusiast.
Okay, my first impression
All right.
guess.
How long have you known your friends, Debbie?
Oh, well, she's a fake friend. She's my imaginary friend. I've known her forever. Look, my first impression guess without any clues, and I'm always better than him without any clues needed. I'm going to say my four best friends are named Debbie is a lie. And recently, see, that's a vague term, recently. What's recently? In the last 2 weeks, in the last 3 years? You know, I'm 58 years old, and I just recently became one in the last 5 years. That's too vague. That could be a lie or a truth depending on what your definition of recently is. So I'm going to say that's the truth, and it's a lie. Her four best friends are not named Debbie. I'm going to say that that it is true that you have recently become a bird watcher because your definition of recent is very vague. That's just, you gave that one away, Debbie, if that is your real name.
Your friends, Debbie.
Since high school.
Four girls named Debbie in high school.
Yeah.
How big
In
is
the 80s.
in the 80s? It was a big 80s name for sure.
Yeah.
Debbie Gibson.
How big is your high school?
I graduated with about 600.
All right, pretty big. All right, that's likely. And you guys have stayed in contact all this time.
We have two more than others, but all of us still keep in contact, yeah.
Okay, you have any Debbie questions? Is one of them last name Downer?
No, not officially.
But there is a Debbie Downer in the group, right?
Isn't there always? Mark?
Yes. Okay.
What made you become a birder?
I have a brother that was always feeding the birds and just going to his house, just seeing all the beautiful birds that would come to their feeder.
Oh, that's a lie.
Rare exciting.
Look how eager she was to tell this.
You're flipping the coin?
Flipping the coin.
But you haven't decided which is which.
I guess I was wrong.
I know which is which.
I guess I was
It's
wrong.
a mystery. Only Mark knows which is which.
All right, Debbie.
Wait a minute.
I mean-
She was a little too excited to talk about how she recently became a bird watcher. But she might have squeezed that in because time was running out. But I doubt that. She might have done that, which makes me think, okay, she's very eager, which means she's trying to oversell, which means that's a lie. But if she knows that I'm going to say that that's a lie, she might be overselling it. So that way I'll say it's a lie when it's really the truth. And that's what it is. It is true that you have recently become a bird watcher. And you were overselling on purpose to try to reverse psychology, my reverse psychology, and just make it regular psychology. I'm going to say that it is true that you have recently become a bird watcher. No coin flip, no clues.
Wait.
Slam it in the
Debbie,
bank. Ho ho
all
in my
right,
cocoa.
Friends of Debbie.
Friend of Debbie.
Friend of Debbie's.
Debbie,
I believe that there are a lot of beautiful birds there in New Hampshire, but I don't think that's it. I think your four best friends are named Debbie because the coin said so.
You're wrong.
that is incorrect.
Yes! What did I tell you? It's the word recently. That is such a vague term that's open for interpretation. That tells you it's the truth. You don't even need the clues. All you need is a brain, Mark. All you have to do is be as smart as a first grader.
Won the coin toss today.
I Lou is one of 4 friends of Debbie. Yes.
All right, so it was kind of true, but yeah.
No, it's
True.
not really my friends. They were her friends.
And what's your favorite bird to watch?
I think I love the cardinals, all the pretty ones, the bluebirds, the cardinals.
I love the Cardinals
Well,
too.
You know,
Bluebirds aren't cardinals, though. You said you like watching the cardinal. You like cardinals, but then you said all the bluebirds. Are there blue cardinals I'm not aware of? Or are you talking about blue jays, possibly? How do you like cardinals are your favorite, but you like the
You
bluebirds?
watch.
I think I love the cardinals.
That's like
all
saying
the
my favorite baseball team is the Yankees. I like all the teams from LA. What?
pretty ones, the bluebirds, the cardinals.
I love the Cardinals too.
you know, we've been in Central Park here. We've been chasing Flacco the owl around, and it's never not exciting to see Flacco the owl, who
It's so
escaped.
fun to have a new bird come.
Well, especially this, this owl escaped from Central Park
The zoo,
and the zoo, yes, and is living in Central Park, and he's like united the entire park. Like everybody stops what they're doing to check on Flacco.
Well, congratulations, Leanne.
Thank you.
You won the T-shirt. You won the mug.
And you taught me how to lose today. You taught me how to lose. And now let's see if you can win a great trip. It's time for Pack Your Bags Travel Trivia.
That's our trivia dancer, Annette Foster from Atlanta, Georgia. Deja, spin that wheel to see what else Leanne is playing for.
But first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna dance like Leanna.
Today, you taught me how to
And I'm gonna
lose.
see,
And now let's
and you
see if
tell me in the
can win
comment
a great trip.
section
It's time for Pack Your Bags Travel Trivia.
if I dance like her.
That's our trivia dancer, Annette Foster from Atlanta, Georgia. Deja, spin that wheel to see what else Leanne is playing for. All right, you're playing for a trip for 2 to the Weston Harbor Castle in Toronto. 6 nights in a deluxe Lakeview room. It includes breakfast daily, a $200 daily food and beverage credit. It's a prize valued at $10,000. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Good luck, Leanne.
All right, Leanne, here we go. We've had Damon Wayans Jr. on the show. Who did Damon say lived next door to his family
Michael
for a summer?
Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
That's right.
Congratulations! You and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at the Weston Harbor
People,
Castle,
don't you? People,
Toronto.
don't you?
Escape
People,
to this
people,
vibrant
people, don't
waterfront
you?
hotel, offering the perfect balance of premium amenities and prime location. Located in downtown Toronto, the hotel offers direct access to many of the city's most noteworthy sites and attractions. Guests will enjoy contemporary accommodations, dynamic restaurants and bars, picturesque views, and so much more. Your prize is valued at approximately $10,000.
Leanne, you are a triple winner.
Yeah, I am. I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
Aw,
And also, you live rent-free in Mark's head for the rest of the day.
Well, I hope that the rest of the week goes okay for you.
thank you.
All right, good for you, Leanne. Now you get to help make the day of a lucky member of our studio audience who will receive an exciting kitchen and appliance package from Ninja, valued at over $500. So please pick a number between 1 and 100, 1 and 76.
Yes.
I think I'm going to go with number 24 for my grandson's birthday.
24.
She's very excited about that.
She is very excited. She loves her Ninja kitchen appliances. All right, when we return, Fisher Stevens is here. Stick around.
Still ahead on Live, we'll get a look at the best of fall fruits and vegetables and find out why you should add them to your grocery list. From Riverdale, Casey Cott. And coming up next, Fisher Stevens.
Okay, relax. Now all of a sudden you're super fast. Italiano.
We'll get a look at the best of fall fruits and vegetables and find out why you should add them to your grocery list. From Riverdale, Casey Cott. And coming up next, Fisher Stevens.
Let's flip a coin and see if she should buy a belt or not.
Type 2.
I can't tell if she's 4 months pregnant or if she just likes butter. Eating those shortbread cookies, sweetheart? Jesus Christ. Are they going to mention short circuit?
Bubble with no money down.
Short circuit, short circuit, short circuit.
Sorry?
Fantastic.
Welcome back. Don't forget, on tomorrow's show, Jonathan Van Ness will be
Very
here.
exciting. From ABC's 2020, Deborah Roberts will be here.
All right, now, he's an actor, a director. He's an Oscar-winning producer whose latest documentary, Beckham, people can't stop talking about, especially us. Please welcome back to the show, Fisher Stevens. You know, you've been acting since you were a kid.
Yeah, since 1947, I think.
1947,
Yeah.
yeah. But when you were like auditioning, you were also, I guess you were in like Broadway shows and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But you started auditioning for films, and you got very close to booking a film, like an
Yeah.
iconic movie of the time.
Okay, which movie?
An iconic part. It was a little movie called Pretty in Pink.
I remember that.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you were almost ducky?
Yeah.
What was the role you were up for?
Well, it was one of these things. I replaced Matthew Broderick in a play called Brighton Beach Memoirs.
Of course.
And then I started working, and then I was replaced by a guy named John Cryer. So I was flown to Hollywood, and I screen tested for Ducky and Pretty in Pink, and thought I got the job and was so excited. And I got back to New York, and they said, I get a call from my agent, not the call I was expecting. The call was, would you like to go back into Brighton Beach Memoirs and replace John Cryer? And I said, why? No, I think I'm going to go do Pretty in Pink, aren't I? And they went, no, John Cryer is doing it.
But I could totally see you in the role of Ducky.
I could.
When you see John Cryer these days, across the room, does it still cross
We've
your
gotten
mind?
into fist fights before.
Every time I see.
You guys, this is the next celebrity MMA fight. All right, John Cryer versus Fisher Stevens in an MMA fight sponsored by Facebook. And that's it. Celebrity guest referee, Mark Zuckerberg. It's done. It's done.
I could totally see you in the role of Ducky.
I could.
When you see John Cryer these days, across the room, does it still cross your mind?
Every time I see John Cryer, crosses my mind. Yeah, no, but listen, he's a great actor.
He's amazing.
And, yeah, but you know, it's weird how the course of your life goes. You know, I also was gonna. I thought I was gonna be in a movie called Carlito's Way. I was gonna be
Kleinman.
Kleinman.
Sean Penn replaced you.
Sidney Lumet was directing. I did the readings with Al Pacino. I did many readings.
Sean Penn?
Yeah. So Sidney Lumet didn't do it. Brian De Palma did it, and I was the first casualty there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sean Penn, again, one of my heroes. One of the
Yeah, if
best
you're gonna lose out, to a role,
yeah, you want to
Why
lose
not
out to Sean Penn, not to John Cryer. Just kidding, John. Just kidding. Anyway.
But did Sean Penn and John Cryer get to essentially move in with the Beckhams. No, they did not.
Yes.
We won't talk about that when we
They're
come
winning.
back.
Hey, your boy turned 10 last week, yeah? Last weekend. What'd you guys do?
Double digits.
Oh yeah, my son decided to have a laser tag birthday party. Laser tag, if you guys don't
Is that
know,
in Brooklyn?
it's in Brooklyn.
We've
There's a
done
place.
that.
Oh, you've done it.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
kidding.
you've done it.
When our
Manly
son
birthday
turned
party.
10,
Same
we
thing.
too
Yeah.
had
Area
a laser
53.
tag birthday.
Yes.
Did he let you play?
He didn't let me play. No, because he knew Dad would dominate all the game. You got to play.
Oh, we had Anderson Cooper there.
What?
He was dominating.
People thought we hired him to be there, and he was just like, "Oh, Joaquin's having a laser tag. Can I come? I love laser tag." So,
Do you know I was supposed to host Anderson Cooper 360 too, but he beat me.
Everybody's there. Hey, listen, we need to take a little break. When we come back, we'll talk about Fisher's new documentary, Beckham. Stick around.
Still ahead on Live from Broadway's Moulin Rouge, Casey Cott. My mom's always.
Yeah, if you're gonna lose out to a role,
Yeah.
what'd you guys do?
double digits.
Oh yeah, my son. He didn't let me play. No, because he knew Dad would dominate all the game. You got to play.
Oh, we had Anderson Cooper there.
What?
He was dominating.
People thought we hired him to be there, and he was just like, "Oh, Joaquin's having a laser tag. Can I come? I love laser tag." So,
Do you know I was supposed to host Anderson Cooper 360 too, but he beat me. Everybody's there. So.
Because I clean it.
Oh my god. He cleans his kitchen. Are we seriously spending docuseries time to listen to Beckman brag about how he cleans his kitchen? You clean your kitchen. Good for you. What the fuck's your problem?
Does anyone use this kitchen? It looks like it's never been used.
Of course. I was cooking here last night.
Dude, it's like...
I know. It's pretty clean. Because I clean it so well. And I'm not sure it's actually appreciated so much by my wife, in all honesty. The fact that when everyone's in bed, I then go around, clean the candles, turn the lights on to the right setting, make sure everywhere's tidy, because I hate coming down in the morning and there's cups and plates and, bowls.
They got like a professional grade restaurant kitchen.
I could listen to David Beckham talking about cleaning his house for hours. For hours and hours. Like at the end of the day, Fisher, did you ever just want to light a cigarette and just be like, tell me more, David?
No, I honestly felt I had him. I called it on the couch. I go, David, we're going to go on the couch today. So I interviewed him for 40 hours over a year and a half period.
Wow.
And we talked about everything. And I don't think he was used to sitting and talking to anybody for more than 30 minutes in his entire life, let alone his own private, personal stories and stuff. So
you were like his therapist.
Sort of. Yeah, that's what we kind of said, because he's never been to a therapist, and God knows I've been to many after my But yeah, it was really interesting, and I was shocked at how many incredible stories and how crazy their lives were, both of them.
It's a four-parter. Is there anything that you wanted to get in that you couldn't, that you missed, or?
Well, you can kind of see his tattoos. We did have a moment about tattoos that unfortunately we couldn't fit in. At the time, I said, how many tattoos did you have? He said, I have 88. I said, you know exactly. He says, I think I have 88. And then over the course, he had, I think, 6 more while we were shooting. And I said, why, David? He goes, I just like him. I go, is there some form of self-torture?
Yes.
And he said, no, I don't think so. I thought so. But
it is, because watching this documentary, you get into his career, how he fell in love with the sport, how dedicated he was, how he met Victoria and how they grew their family. there was one moment that I couldn't. I remember it happening when it actually happened. When he got that red card for when he was playing internationally for England, and to be playing for England was such a big deal. Still is a big deal. But I forget about the backlash.
Oh, it was
that
amazing.
he took because he essentially got kicked out of the game, and the coach blamed him.
Glenn
not
Huddle.
so many words for losing the game for.
It was a quarter. It would have sent them to the quarter. It was a quarterfinal match. And David Beckham kind of lashed out at Diego Simeone, who we interview, and for the first time, Simeone kind of says it was like a Hollywood fall.
Yeah, he took a dive.
I mean,
took a dive. It wasn't a big deal.
It's funny when you say it played back, right? It seems like the other guy should have gotten the red card, and I was shocked that David Beckham got the red card.
Well, he lashed out.
But what I saw, in the reason I bring it up was that he remembers it and the backlash he got for such a long time on the street, and he took it all on the chin.
Yeah,
he took it on the chin, but you could he re-remembered. He re-remembered, and I loved hearing your voice throughout the doc. Was that kind of did you?
Yeah, I because I'm an American and I knew nothing about the Beckhams, to be honest with you, I actually wasn't so sure I was going to take the job.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I actually got a call from Leonardo DiCaprio's office because Leonardo and David are friends, and I've done many documentaries with Leo, and Leo suggested me, and he knew I loved football, English football, soccer, and I didn't know much about the Beckhams because I didn't get into football till like 2003 when David went to Madrid, and I can't tell you the discovery. And once I realized, like, I'm learning about him, I want you guys to kind of be me. I want the audience to be sort of, and I'm an American, so I don't know. I didn't have baggage about, like, all the stories of David. But David's life is a roller coaster, and I'm hoping that when you guys see this, you'll be, like, on the roller coaster ride with me, the kind of filmmaker, and that you follow it. And he's a remarkable person to go through what he went through. They spit at him, they pushed him, they punched him, they stop at red lights and they go, yeah. I can't even say what happened.
They would hang effigies of him outside of bars.
Yeah, they did. They did. And no one really remembers that story. And then the English press is very difficult, and they went at him really hard. So it was a great story to tell. And then same thing. He comes to LA, plays for the Galaxy, gets to LA, and he's like, "This is football here. And then I got to go practice somewhere else. And he goes to Milan, and he comes back to LA, and the LA fans go at him like crazy. They throw chairs at him.
His fans, but his teammates.
His teammate, everybody goes after him, and then he wins 2 titles with LA.
Right.
He turns everything around. He goes, "You're right. I was being selfish. I'm going to make it work here." He's a remarkable person.
It's really fascinating.
Mission accomplished. That was really, really well done. Beckham is streaming now. Catch it. You got to watch it on Netflix. Coming up next, my dear friend Casey Cott. Stick around.
Tomorrow at Live, Queer Eye star Jonathan Van Ness.
Having health insurance is important. So if anyone in your family has Illinois Medicaid or all kids,
So you're 10. So you're in your early 60s, and you have a 10-year-old. And our next guest, when his kid is 10, he's going to be like 30.
No hesitation, absolutely make a call.
Man, this is so special for me. We worked first together 7 years ago. Now he is headlining his first Broadway show. Please welcome my dear friend, our dear friend, and the star of Moulin Rouge, the musical, Casey Cott.
For Casey Cott.
Oh, thank you.
So, we feel like we were there. Like, we were there when you and Nicola fell in love.
You were a part of it, for sure. I think very early on,
Did you bring it over to our apartment when your first date?
Yes, our first kiss.
Our first
was in your elevator.
Not our first kiss,
not
but
our first kiss.
Your first kiss.
There was a birthday party for one of our castmates.
Yes.
We're in the elevator up. We hadn't kissed yet, and I was like, "It's time."
Yes, it is, Casey.
And then there was
It's
lipstick
time.
all over. Got it off.
And now you have a beautiful family.
Now we have a kid.
We have a kid. Cash Michael. He's so beautiful.
He's awesome.
He does resemble our son Joaquin
A little bit.
a little bit.
It's terrifying, but
He's the cutest.
He's adorable.
yeah, he's 4 weeks. He's crushing
4
it.
weeks old.
Yeah,
Already.
What's the first month been like?
the first month has been insane. He's quite a talker, so we just kind of stare and talk to each other. But he's incredible. It's the most amazing thing you could ever experience.
We first met him over FaceTime, which
Yeah.
is how people do it now. How all the grandparents meet the kids now is over FaceTime.
Correct. Yeah.
And what was amazing was like we were getting a FaceTime call from Lola, which we were about to ignore, frankly, because we had just FaceTimed her like seconds beforehand. And we answered it, and there you were with the baby. And I don't know how she got us all on the same.
Well, Lola, I get a FaceTime from Lola. I have to meet the baby, so we're chatting, and then you guys are calling, or she's like, we have to loop them all in. So we all got on FaceTime and got to meet the baby together, which is awesome.
And we love being at your wedding as a family.
Oh, yeah.
Lola didn't make it because she was sick, but we love being at your wedding.
We got
It was a beautiful wedding.
it was a beautiful wedding.
And this was in Whistler, Canada. I'm just telling everyone. It was in Whistler, Canada.
Oh, there you are, my grandparents.
I loved your grandparents.
Yeah.
So your whole both families were so fabulous. Mark was in the wedding.
Yeah. We got Michael and Joaquin on the dance floor a little bit. Yeah, everyone had fun.
It was so fun, but it was picture this, guys. Whistler, Canada, the mountains, you know how beautiful it is? And the snow is falling. And I was like, did you cue the snow? It was the most beautiful
I
wedding.
think it snowed 2 feet the night before our wedding, so it was just
I remember that.
winter wonderland. It was amazing, yeah.
Hey, listen, we need to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk to Casey about lighting up Broadway and Moulin Rouge. Stick around.
Monday on Live, John Stamos. Live's Halloween show is coming soon.
Next thing you know, it's going to be raining candy corns.
Next Live, Jonathan Van Ness and Deborah Roberts from ABC News 2020.
Attention Walmart shoppers, get a Walmart Plus membership.
$60% off coats for all.
Wow, we fast forward through that whole fucking thing. Oh, geez. They came back from a commercial just to be on for another 45 seconds?
In fact, on average, people with a lawyer get 3.5 times more money than those without.
All that commercial break, they pay the bills, then they come back for another 45 seconds, and then they go pay some more bills for, you just got you got 60 seconds of television smushed in between, 10 minutes of ads. Give me a break. Streaming is king.
JJLegal.com. 312-200-2000. 312-200-2000.
All right, we are back with Casey Cott, the star of Moulin Rouge, the musical. This is your Broadway debut. Your entire family, you come from the most talented family I think I've ever met. You all are gorgeous singers. I can't believe this is your first musical. But
You're in every scene in the show. Tell us about that.
Yeah. Sometimes right before you feel like you're about to go to war or something, you're revving yourself up, but it's so fun. The cast is amazing. There's over 70 songs in the show. So you're just kind of
and they're
bopping around.
like pop songs. They were songs
everyone
people love.
Yes,
right?
you'll definitely know one.
What do you do between the matinee and the evening show?
So,
I masturbate.
We do 2 shows on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I can't fall asleep because then I have to re-warm up my voice. But you can't move around too much because then you burn yourself out. So sometimes we have a physical therapist, so I go see her. Nicola, my wife, and the baby come down, and we watch college football and eat a snack, and
it's so
go back on stage.
It's so amazing to have you here. I'm so happy. Congratulations. Go see Moulin Rouge at the Albert School Theater February Very important. All right, stick around. Why does she add more produce to your diet?
Tomorrow and live from 2020, Deborah Roberts.
Let's see how many times they say cinnamon, syrup, and nutmeg. And pumpkin. These are your bingo. These are your bingo words for the next segment. Pumpkin, cinnamon, nutmeg, syrup. And you get bonus points if they say duck. Fall and autumn are obvious. And I bet you she uses the word spice at least 3 times. Same thing with Halloween.
Fall is here, and look, kids, that means there's tons of hardy produce to have fun with. Here's the ultimate guide to this season's freshest produce that will take your recipes to the next level. Okay. Here's Chief Medical Officer of AHARA, Dr. Melina Jampolis. Hello. Hello. Nice to see you. Right. You really sold this segment, guys. Thank you. Wow. We talk about this every time you're here. I'm always like, fall.
But you know
There's
what?
no salmon. There's no salmon.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is all tasty. This
Okay.
is all, really. This is, so we're acorn. This is, do you know what this is? It's an
Acorn squash.
Acorn
You know what
squash.
that
This
is.
is
You
easy.
gave us
Actually,
the answer
Gilman made
before
this
you
last
asked
night.
us.
Not with the turkey, but this is super easy. This is
It
a
looks like it was
one-pot
made
meal where
last
we have
night. What is
turkey
that?
in it.
Rock hard
Acorn
hamburger?
squash has
Looks like a museum
60%
exhibit.
of your daily requirements for vitamin A. So it's
Wow.
Look at the
more
way
than
he puts
half.
it. It looks like a fucking plastic squash that you would put out as a centerpiece for the people that like fake Christmas trees and plastic plants.
Right there. And this is easy. Actually, Gelman made this last night, not with the turkey, but
Look
this
at
is
that.
super easy. This
That looks
is a one-pot
disgusting.
meal where we have turkey in it. And acorn squash has 60% of your daily requirements for vitamin A. So it's more than half. So this is great. Easy side
I'm
dish, full
sorry.
thing.
I'm so sorry. I'm so focused on just messing with Gelman's terrible cooking choices.
Tasty. This is all, really. This is so we're acorn. This is. Do you know what this is?
This is where you could see where Gelman's priorities lie, because here he has to choose what takes priority: his cooking skills or his production skills. And obviously, his production job takes priority because he has chosen to save time to put out a piece of terrible-looking food that he made last night and like sat out all night and is not healthy to eat. Look at like Harvey. Fucking Mark pokes it with a fork and it just moves like it's a big fucking plastic turd from Spencer's Gifts. And he doesn't even touch it. He said, screw the cooking, it's all about production. Because if not, he'd have something fresh that was finished like a half an hour ago and they'd be pressed for time. But he obviously values his time to look at pictures of Ryan Seacrest and to get the lotion and let's just say play with the corn cob. Because it's a fall vegetable, get it?
Salmon. Great. Yes. And this is all tasty.
Autumn
This is all-
euphemisms.
Really. This is
Hashtag
so we're
it.
acorn. This is. Do you know what this is?
Acorn
an
squash.
acorn squash. There you This go. says it Acorn. right there.
Oh.
And this is easy. Actually, Gelman made this last night, not with the turkey, but this is super easy. This is a one-pot meal where we have turkey in it. And acorn squash has 60% of your daily requirements for vitamin A. So it's more than half. So this is great. Easy side dish, full thing.
I live in a town that had a persimmon tree.
Yeah, really?
Yes, I love them.
I love
Tell us
it. No,
about
this is amazing. They're a great source of copper, which is important for immune function, and manganese, which is actually part of a very important antioxidant in the body. Do you eat the skin?
It makes it a little like
tingly.
Yeah.
So stay away from this,
Stay away from the
especially
skin.
you. Yeah. Okay, pumpkin seeds. I
Love.
see. Pumpkin seeds we love. Thank you for saving a few for my segment. This is the best dietary source of magnesium. Magnesium is important for muscles, so for your wrestler child, for blood pressure, for blood sugar.
your
This is
wrestler
really
child.
important, and they taste delicious.
So you have cramps and stuff when you're getting magnesium.
That's one of the things.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. That's an
Look
electrolyte
how
that
fast
people
they're
don't
talking.
understand actually may play a role. So this is a really, and it's so easy and tasty and delicious and good source of fiber. Apple. I mean, nothing is more fall than
We love
apples,
apples.
right? We go apple picking. Apples have an antioxidant called quercetin, which actually decreases inflammation in your body, helps with immune function, and may have other health benefits in terms of immune support.
Are certain apples better than other apples?
They're different. You know, different colors mean different antioxidants. So getting a variety, whatever you like. I always tell people to eat whatever you like. And I love
Well, I
putting
like
a little
bacon.
cinnamon on them,
Yes.
putting it in the
microwave.
Cinnamon.
You can even top them with a
Take
little
a
frozen
shot.
yogurt. So that's like oh wow, go for it. Okay, moving on. This is.
Do you ever top
You
them
guys
with
really? When's the last time you guys ate? Seriously,
yesterday?
Are we doing intermittent fasting?
Yesterday. Did
You
you
didn't eat
do you ever
breakfast.
top them with caramel?
Sure, yeah, I do. I do. Come on, I have a sweet tooth too.
Really great on
Cinnamon is
Oh,
great.
cinnamon
for
is
blood sugar.
whoa.
This is my favorite to
Newsflash.
eat.
Mark just discovered something. Mark just acts like a fucking caveman invented the wheel. He's like, well, cinnamon is very good with apples. No
Last time
shit.
you guys ate.
Only been in every fucking apple pie for the last 130 years. Cinnamon is really good on apples.
When's the last time you guys ate? Seriously,
Yesterday.
are we doing intermittent fasting?
Yesterday. Do you ever top them with caramel?
Sure, yeah, I do. Yeah.
You mean like
I
a
do,
taffy?
I
Is that
do.
your joke?
I have a
That's
sweet
Kelly's
tooth.
joke? Yeah,
Cinnamon
Comedy
is great for
Store.
blood sugar, too.
9
This
a.m.
is my
Catch
favorite
Kelly,
to
do her
eat, and
15
This
minutes.
is honestly
Give me
one
a
of the
break.
healthiest vegetables on the planet. It has 80% of your daily value of vitamin C, 130% of the daily value of vitamin K, which is important for bone health. And it has a compound called indole in it, which has very important cancer-fighting properties. So this is one of the top, if you remember nothing else, eat more Brussels sprouts. And roasted, they're so easy. You just throw a little olive
boil
oil.
them in the oven and you literally
Little
When you're
olive oil,
buying
sea salt.
this stuff in season,
Yes.
why is it better to do organic versus non-organic?
Well, you don't have to do organic, but buying stuff in season is actually really important because then it's more local and it's higher in nutrients.
And you're meant to be eating it during
Exactly.
that time.
But if it's shipped from across the world where it's picked green and by the time it gets to you, it has barely any polyphenols, vitamin C. So always better to buy seasonal or frozen if it's not in season. So for berries, strawberries have a pretty short growing window.
So you can buy them frozen. It's
They're
fine.
actually frozen at the peak of ripeness, so they're the highest in nutrients. So that's a great option.
What's next?
Sweet potatoes are also great. 283% of your daily requirements for vitamin A. Like this is it. You can do one of these a week and you're good for vitamin A. But this is also great. You can make sweet potato fries.
And you're putting cinnamon in here too.
This is actually pumpkin spice.
Cinnamon. That's 2 for cinnamon, 1 for pumpkin spice. Check that bingo card off 2 times for cinnamon, 1 for pumpkin spice. I said they'd say the word spice 3 times. That's 1. Take another shot for cinnamon. Take a shot for pumpkin spice. And we're 2 more spice comments away. Or,
frozen at the peak.
We're 2 more spice mentions away from having to chug a bottle of wine.
So for
Come on, pumpkin spice. What is pumpkin
berries,
spice?
strawberries have a pretty short growing window.
So you can buy them frozen. It's
They're
fine.
actually frozen at the peak of ripeness, so they're the highest in nutrients. So that's a great option.
What's next?
Sweet potatoes are also great. 283% of your daily requirements for vitamin A. Like this is it. You can do one of these a week and you're good for vitamin A. But this is also great. You can make sweet potato fries.
And you're putting cinnamon in here too.
This is actually pumpkin spice.
Okay.
Marie came up with this. So
Wait,
this
pumpkin spice?
Yes.
Marie is so tricky.
This may be cold, but you go ahead.
We're
You do
going to
you,
eat some
Kelly.
food. We're
Oh
going
my
to take a
God.
break. When we come back, more fall food. Dr. Melina.
If you would like to know more about anything you see on Live, log on to our website at livewithkellyandmark.com.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. What the fuck is
Like
this
music,
shit?
it's personal, and everyone has a different style. Whether you love to belt out a
Now we're back to 100 again. Holy fuck.
It's Live with Kelly and Mark.
Excuse me.
Utility payments, and much more.
Also great. You can make sweet paper towels and put them in.
Now what are you talking about? Lettuce?
October 31st. For a free appointment, call 312-815-6622.
Oh, these are right.
Stop judging me. Now we're having figs. We're back with Dr. Melina Jampolis, and she's giving us.
I love figs.
I love
God.
figs. They're
So
the
this
best.
season's-
You're so bad at being a fucking cheesy, douchey motherfucking daytime host. He's like, I love figs. They're so good. Oh, they're the best.
Oh, these are right.
Stop judging me.
Fire his fucking ass.
Now we're having figs. We're back after Melina Jampolis, and she's
I love figs.
Her guide to this season's freshest
And
produce.
coochie.
We're up to figs.
Okay, wait. All right, we'll do figs. We'll do figs, and then we'll go back to the pears. No, figs actually, this is great. Figs actually have more disease-fighting antioxidants than green tea or red wine, although I prefer red wine. But they really are, and you can have them plain like you're doing, or with a little bit of whole grain crackers and a soft cheese. Let's go back to pears for a second. Pears have 1/3 of your daily requirements for fiber, and they're especially rich in soluble fiber. You guys are just eating, but you're going to pear too. They're especially rich in a type of fiber called pectin, which is really good for your digestion and also for keeping blood sugar stable and cholesterol under control. So pears are great. You can you could also put a little cinnamon and put them in the microwave too, and then toss them.
So I don't consider that a fall food, but it is.
Pear, very much a fall food. Yeah. Okay. Herbs and spices, these are my favorites. I've written 2 books about them. There are herbs and spices in season: rosemary, thyme, and parsley. But actually, my friend who's with me today, Taylor, told me you can freeze, because I'm bad with fresh herbs. I don't know about you, but I buy them and I have really good intentions,
and then they turn brown,
and then I never use them. Right. You can freeze them. You can freeze fresh herbs, put them in between paper towels, and put them in a Ziploc bag and freeze them so you can take them out as needed. So when you're motivated to cook, and they're loaded with antioxidants. Rosemary is great for the skin. Thyme is great for the brain. They're terrific. Any time of the year food, but and you can grow your own too, so you can save some money.
Right.
Zucchini is a surprisingly good food. I never thought of it as being very nutrient dense, but it's loaded with 2 antioxidants, lutein and zeaxanthin, which are great for your eyes, and 1/4 of your daily value of vitamin C. Isn't that weird? And you can use it, make noodles in place of pasta.
Not noodles.
So that's a great option.
Not noodles.
Do you know what this is?
It's
not a giant
It's a
carrot.
parsnip.
It's a root vegetable that I never enjoyed
It's a
particularly,
parsnip.
but maybe this one that's burned.
This one that looks like Mark's
These
penis.
are parsnips.
Parsnips.
Yeah, parsnips. Carrots get all the love, but parsnips are related. They're 25% of vitamin C, vitamin K, and fiber. This is and you can make parsnip fries. Put a little.
Those aren't French fries. They're just fucking fried parsnips. They're not fries.
Artichoke, again, it's a terrific source of fiber. This is one of the best. It also has 1/3 of your daily requirements of folate, which are very important for heart health, for brain health, for healthy aging.
You're pregnant.
You can look, you can do this segment now. I've been on this show so many times. You can do it. A little aioli dip. You don't have to be perfect, right? But put it on the side with some herbs in it. You've got a perfect appetizer. Last but not least, arugula. This is the one thing I do cook regularly at home. Arugula is actually related to Brussels sprouts. It's a cruciferous leafy vegetable, and I love it. I make a really simple salad with it, with just shaved Parmesan and candied pecans and oil and vinegar. We have some pecans for you that you like. Marie said these were your favorites. But this is great. Arugula is a leafy green, vitamin K. It also has cancer-fighting properties, and vitamin C. It has all this wonderful stuff in it, even a little calcium. Yeah. It is nice and peppery. So
thank you for feeding us today.
I'm so glad. Yeah, really.
Thank you, Dr. Melina. This is great. For more information, head to our website, and we'll be right back.
We were really hungry.
Oh my God. Closed captions.
Oh my God. Mark's like, I was really hungry. I was about to lift up your curve. Allegedly, it's just a joke. It's just stand-up freedom of speech.
Cruciferous leafy vegetable, and I love it. I make a really simple salad with it, with just shaved Parmesan and candied pecans and oil and vinegar. We have some pecans for you that you like. Marie said these were your favorites. But this is great. Arugula is a leafy green, vitamin K. It also has cancer-fighting properties, and vitamin C. It has all this wonderful stuff in it.
So that's your favorite, the candied nuts. And you just eat those. But figs, I love figs. How come you go out of your way and you're so adamant to mention that you love figs, but when you actually get your favorite food, you don't even mention it, right? That just shows how much you don't like figs, and you're just trying to come across that I'm a health guy. Look at me. I love figs. We get it. So at the end of all this shit, after squeezing a 10-minute segment worth of words into 3 minutes, the bottom line is you could have wrapped this all up in 10 seconds by saying, hey, All fruits and vegetables are healthy for you one way or another. That's all you got to do.
You've got a perfect appetizer.
Yeah, perfect
Last but not least, arugula. This is the one thing I do
Arugula.
cook regularly at home. Arugula is actually related to Brussels sprouts. It's a cruciferous leafy vegetable, and I love it. I make a really simple salad with it, with just shaved Parmesan and candied pecans and oil and vinegar. We have some pecans for you that you like. These are, Marie said these were your favorites. But this is great. Arugula is a leafy green, vitamin K. It also has cancer-fighting properties and vitamin C. It has all this wonderful stuff in it, even
nice
a little
and
calcium.
peppery.
Yeah, it is nice and peppery. So
Thank you for feeding us today.
I'm so glad. Yeah, really.
Thank you, Dr. Melina.
I like to just take a Parmesan cheese wedge and just put crushed nuts on it and eat it like that. And that's lunch.
I've been on the show so many times. You can do it. A little, a little aioli dip.
A little aioli dip. You don't have to say aioli dip. Just call it an aioli. Dr. Jampolis.
Salad with it, with just shaved Parmesan and candied pecans and oil and vinegar. We have some pecans for you that you like. These are, Marie said these were your favorites. But this is great. Arugula is a leafy green, vitamin K.
It's
It also
very
has
peppery.
cancer-fighting properties and vitamin C. It has all this wonderful stuff in it, even a little calcium.
Yeah.
It is
Even a
nice and
little
peppery. So
Thank you for feeding us today.
I'm so glad. Yeah, really.
Thank you, Dr. Melina. This is great. For more information, head to our website, and we'll be right back.
We were really hungry. Closed captioning, sponsored in part by.
Did fucking Kelly just say we were really on one? They keep on talking like they're kids. We're really on one.
Really?
Thank you, Dr. Melina. This is great. For more information, head to our website, and we'll be right back.
We were really hungry.
Oh, I thought she said we were really hungry. It sounded like she said we were really on one.
That's right, we're still eating. We are still eating. Maybe I do like fall foods.
I think you do.
Maybe I do. But you can't tell me that a zucchini is a noodle. It's not.
On tomorrow's show, Jonathan Van Ness will be here.
And from ABC's 2020, Deborah Roberts. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye.
So call us now.
Wake up with ABC 7 Eyewitness News this morning.
The View starts live right now. Flophouse. As Jim Jordan keeps coming up short of votes.
A speaker has not been elected.
His fellow Republicans tell him to take the L.
I believe he's done. He needs to withdraw.
And warn this could end badly for the GOP.
Now we're in total chaos, and now people are talking about handing our majority over to the Democrats.
Will the right fall in line or give up the gavel? Then, Emmy and Tony winner Nathan Lane and
proud
SNL's
homosexual.
Bowen Yang are live to talk about teaming up in what could be the wildest movie musical of all time. Plus, supermodel Linda Evangelista opens up a
Oh my gosh, that's
It's
the
nice
end.
to think that we would, help another country or be there for them, but we can't in the way that, we need to be. There are Venezuelans here from before that migrated here. They can't attain papers. This is unfair to them. This is a slap in the face to immigrants who have worked hard their entire lives to get here.
Immigrants have worked hard their entire life to get here, and it's not fair to them. To the ones that don't work hard, they didn't work hard. They just walk on in and say, "Great, give us a place to sleep, give us some money, and give us a job." And the ones that fucking worked hard to save their money to do it the right way, I get it.
Lot is privately owned by the Sanchez Group, and the 12th Ward office has not detailed a timeline for when migrants would move in here or the exact structures going into this lot. I did reach out to Alderwoman Julia Ramirez for more this morning. Her office says it is planning a community meeting for early next week, right at Thomas Kelly High School. I've already talked to some of the residents here who say they will be at that meeting no matter what to voice their opinion again. We're live here in Brighton Park. I'm Kai Martin, NBC5 News.
All right, Kai, thank you so much. Well, the CTA does not have plans to raise fares next year. That is the big news for riders from its.
I don't even know how much fares are. They were like $225 for a transfer last time I checked. No, $225 to get on, $250 for a transfer, or $275. What is it? $3 and $350.
Or budget proposal. Some other highlights from the nearly $2 billion budget. The agency wants to hire more staff, operators, and mechanics. The CTA will also be using money to upgrade the Ventra fare payment system and welcome in the agency's first foray into artificial intelligence. That will involve the CTA chatbot, which will soon respond to customer questions and complaints.
Now we want to get a check of the weather situation.
Yeah, the weather sucks. Back to you.
Artificial intelligence. That will involve the CTA chatbot, which will soon respond to customers.
Looks like there's Roots Pizza. Anyways, that's the end of season 2, episode 33 from October 19th. Happy Halloween. I got a basketball draft today, like you give a schniz. All right. Bye, guys. Love you. Hey, put in the comment section what you're dressing up as for Halloween. Okay. Do it at your own convenience. Hey, hit me up in my email, and I'll see you next time. I'm Philin de Blanc. Au revoir. Dis-moi que tu dois à la chatte.